Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm at Texas Women's University with Dr. Kwan, where we're talking about the thing that really got me excited to come see you, Dr. Kwan, was when you started putting up the things about the step drills. I watched a lot of you had a great Instagram live that somebody did with you during coronavirus lockdown.
It's Mike Bowman.
Yes, yeah. A really great video that's on YouTube. I'll link it, where you go into it. But really what I got out of the video is, yeah, there's all this science and you can get as technical as you want to get, and you can get into the deepest level of analysis, but really what it comes to is adding additional speed and flow to your backswing and getting kind of a protocol of step drills. So then I started looking on your Dr. Kwan's Instagram page, which I'll link here, you guys should follow, where I started seeing some really amazing looking before and afters with golfers there. So when you were first just into like, we have all these 3D cameras here and everything, and the analysis of it, what kind of gave you the inkling that step drills might be something that could actually make the good positions happen?
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
So here's the story. When I started this research in around 2009, what I had in mind was how to approach to this issue. How I can contribute to the science of golf swing.
So when you say this issue, you mean getting golfers better or just learning more about, okay.
So on one hand, we have to understand the golf swing better in mechanical perspective. And based on that knowledge and know-how, then we should be able to help golfers, right?
Right.
So I sort of sketched a big plan. And the idea was using a particular variable as the medium.
Yeah.
And then try to build this big picture image. So, research is like finding puzzle pieces.
Right.
You have a jigsaw puzzle with, let's say, 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
And then initially, if you look at each piece, then it has some colors and different characteristics. And based on those, you start fitting those, right? And eventually, as you fit more pieces, the image will grow.
Be a more global picture.
Yeah, and then at some point you will be able to recognize what this is all about.
Okay, right.
So I tried to build.
So when you said
big
you had a variable, what variable were you first looking at?
The main variable I'm using is the club head speed.
Okay.
We all know that the club head speed is not the most important variable.
Right.
Because in order to have low scores, then you have to have consistency and accuracy more than anything.
Yes.
But as the level of competition increases, then the club head speed also becomes really important.
Yeah, when we look at correlation between handicap and club head speed, they basically go together.
Yeah. But the way I see it is that the club head speed serves as a way to assess how good the swing is in mechanical perspective.
Yeah, because if it's faster, then you're going to have to be doing something.
So if you are not moving your body properly, then you will not be able to achieve high club head speed, right? So I use the club head speed as the key variable,
right?
And then try to build this big picture. So through the data analysis, we just discovered, the new puzzle pieces, and they keep fitting.
Yeah. Okay?
Then the image grows. So over the years, I could understand the key mechanical principles of good golf swing. But there's one piece missing at the center.
Very important piece.
Yeah, which is that how do we promote all these good stuff?
Yeah.
And then the answer is in the practice drills.
Okay.
In science, we naturally use mechanical concepts, principles, and the data to understand things.
Yeah.
But at the practical level,
yeah,
you cannot use the same language.
Right, because I've noticed that getting intellectually smarter about the golf swing will not necessarily help anybody shoot one stroke lower.
So when you work with the golfer, then I should be able to help the golfer, right?
Yeah, be a better golfer.
But then if I just recite all these mechanical concepts and everything, that doesn't work.
No, if I'm standing over here and say, okay, Dr. Kwan said the functional swing plane's here to here, let me try to get that spot or something
So instead, with all the pieces all together now, we see this big imagery, but the thing is then how can we promote all this? That's the area I'm really interested in.
Yeah. And so to take a golfer whose puzzle is just a mess, and get them to look.
So in other words, how you fix the problems. Okay, so based on all these image here, all the image here, that we can say your swing is not good.
Yeah.
But then how do we improve it?
Yeah, how do we take a golfer with a bad swing and make them into a functional golfer?
So that's the key missing piece.
And the missing piece, and then
in
how
my
did you discover that these step drill protocols is kind of the missing piece?
In my perspective, it's a practical and easy to use swing drills. And by using it, if you can promote all these, then they'll be perfect.
Okay.
And then considering all the facts we have found so far, and then the swing drills are perfect in promoting all those.
Hear that? Not pretty good, not okay, not great, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's the most natural way.
It's the thing that promotes a good swing the most. Yeah.
And then I don't really ask the players to do certain things.
Yeah, like internal cues.
I stay away from the position-based approach, and I simply provide them stimulus. That with the stimulus, the golfer will naturally respond.
Is this a shock therapy stimulus? What do you mean? You mean
really.
Just like verbal cues?
The verbal cues, and also I ask them to do certain things like the step drills.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And then by doing that, they will just do it and naturally figure out, how they should move.
Yeah, let them athletically kind of
so
figure it out.
It should be intuitive and also instinctive.
Intuitive and instinctive.
So it shouldn't be a rocket science, right?
Well, that's the thing the problem a lot of golfers have that were maybe like great baseball players, great basketball players, great in other kind of more reactive sports where I'm on the field and something's happening and I have to react to that quickly. And you can be, you're not thinking, you're just reacting.
Yeah.
But golf, you put there and nothing happens until you do it.
It should be easy to learn, and then also you don't have to really go through a complex thinking process. It should be simple enough. So it should be intuitive and also instinctive.
Intuitive, instinctive. Let's do it. Let's see how it works. Let's get under the hood. Okay, so I'm going to grab my glove and
bring your driver.
My driver. And would you like to get a few numbers beforehand, or what would you like to do? I'll let you run the show here.
Although I usually don't really pay attention to the cleaver speed.
Okay.
But my main concern is the swing pattern.
The pattern. What are you looking for when you're? Because I see in your Instagram posts, you don't capture numbers, but I couldn't quantify it, but the afters look like remarkably different and better.
So
what are you looking for to see that there was success?
I call it the grandiose swing.
Grandiose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So G stands for ground up, and the R stands for rhythmic. A is asynchronous. That means you have a separation of the upper body turn and the lower body shift. Okay? They're not happening at the same time.
Oh yeah, stuck.
And then N is natural. D is dynamic.
Okay.
So these are the 5 principles you want to have in your swing. And then IO is impulse smart and orchestrated.
Impulse smart and orchestrated.
In other words, smart use of impulses.
Okay, right.
You can get impulses from the ground that increases your momentum.
Yeah.
And then within the body, you can move the momentums from one body part to another. It's called internal impulses.
Yeah.
But with that, you can give a lot of momentum to the club. Okay. And then orchestrated basically combines the terms like a coordination and the sequence and all this.
Right.
And so these IO will basically serve as the scientific foundation of grand swing. And then SE, S is safe, and E is efficient.
I thought you were going to say sexy. Because a good swing can look sexy.
So when you have a mechanically robust swing, it's a safe.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why some people will say I don't really want to work on club head speed because I'm scared of my back or whatever. But you're saying what's faster will actually be safer.
If you use these large muscles, big muscles, try to generate the speed, and then let the small muscles to work on the small jobs.
Yeah, have a supporting role, not the lead role.
Then it'll be safe.
Okay.
But if you fix the lower body, you don't use these big muscles, and then try to use the muscles in the upper body, then you put a lot of burden on those.
And what was the E?
E is effective and efficient. So then you will be able to maximize the outcome.
Right.
And also you will have an efficient swing.
much less wasted motion.
Yes, without putting a lot of effort.
That's where we see like Fred Couples looks like he's rocking a baby to sleep, but it's 130 miles an hour when he was young.
So essentially, when your movement pattern improves,
yeah,
then the end outcome will be a safe and effective, efficient swing.
that's what everyone wants.
Okay.
What do you want to see me do first?
What we'll do is we'll put the net here.
Okay.
And hit some balls.
Okay.
And see how it goes.
Now you tell me. Do you, we also brought a radar thing and this, so we can have as much data or as little data as you want, or add it together, add it in later, whatever you think.
I don't really care because I don't really.
If you don't care, we don't care. Okay. Good.
Measure the numbers. So as long as it gives you reasonable numbers, then that should be okay.
Okay. So this is where the rubber meets the road. Beyond theory, beyond academics. We brought some stuff here. We got the swing speed radar here, which is, it's actually pretty accurate for air swings, but not that great when the ball's there. If I put it more towards this area, I think it might be better. And then we got the full swing kit there that Mike brought that is from our college. Let's do this. So that said 159 ball, 112 on the numbers.
That
there.
reading is fairly consistent.
Yeah, 112, and this said 113 here. So this new position is pretty good. You have to put it like this so you make sure it's not catching ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
110 and 160.
So this time what I'll do is I will record your current swing.
Sure.
Okay. Ready? Go.
$110. 159 ball.
Okay. So
Come on in, Mike.
this is what I usually
You
do.
can go over the shoulder.
I show the swing motion and then give some feedback here. This what I see is that you put a lot of effort in your downswing, but you can increase the dynamics of your backswing quite a bit using the step drills.
Right.
And then overall, we will see how your movement pattern changes. Okay, that's what's important. And then usually
If the numbers come, the numbers come.
We have a pleasant side effects of increased cleaver speed. That's fine. So let's work on your swing. And then today what we'll try, I have a bunch of drills that I use.
Great.
But I mostly use, when I have only, let's say, an hour given, then I usually use the step drills.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's start with the two-step swing drills.
Two-step swing drills. Okay.
Basically,
I like it.
You will do this in 3 stages. Stage 1, you will take 2 steps.
Yep.
Stage 2, only 1 step.
Yeah.
And the stage 3, you will eliminate the step. So the whole idea is initially you will start practicing the rhythm by using the steps, but then you start eliminating the steps while maintaining the rhythm.
Right.
And then you want to take advantage of this rhythm in your normal swing. Okay?
Right.
And one difference in the two-step swing drills is you have this initial trigger motion, which is throwing the club toward the target first and then bring it back.
Right.
The purpose of this trigger motion is to promote the active backswing.
Right.
Okay. So with this position, and then you will be able to bring it faster.
Let me ask you kind of like an academic question here a little bit, because when I've done the step drills and stuff before, it feels going back that fast that that I'm going to like lose control, especially in transition, and then have to snap it back again. You know what I mean? So how do I have flow and speed and athleticism in the backswing, but still maintain some control?
That happens because you are rushing down with your arms.
Okay, so I'm going fast back and then rush down. It needs to be fast back, patient.
Backswing with your body,
Yeah.
using your body, and also you start the downswing with your body, not your arms.
Okay, so if you're at a sequence, then yes, you will lose
Usually, the
control.
reason why you lose the perfect central to a peripheral sequence in the transition phase is because you rush down using your arms.
Gotcha.
So you have to start using your body in the downswing,
Okay.
and then throw the arms instead of pulling the arms down.
So it needs to be more that the body moves and the arms get slung off the body rather than an active.
So even during the backswing, you don't swing your arms hard, but rather you are rotating, you are turning your body and then place the arm here instead of pulling the arm back.
Right.
When you do this, then you tend to use your arms.
So that's why if you just tell somebody like a faster backswing will make you a better golfer, it depends on if they're getting a faster backswing by just having more arm force. Or if they're getting...
I put this before and after series on the Instagram and the Facebook.
Yeah.
But on one hand, it will probably intrigue many golfers, so they will start using the rhythmic motion.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it may also discourage a lot of people because they do it incorrectly.
Right. What would you see as the main fault that how they would be doing it?
Again, it's arm-driven swing.
Arm-driven.
Yeah. When you use arm-driven swing, this step drill does not work.
Okay.
And then you always feel like you are rushing.
Yeah, like you don't have
you have
enough time.
instability.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's why I emphasize the importance of movement pattern.
Yeah.
So in using the step drills, you have to actually develop a body-driven backswing and the body-driven downswing. Okay.
Okay.
So in your case, you just turn, but then actually using your arms to pull it down.
Isn't that what you told me to do?
No. So
Yeah.
you said it should be something like this.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Click the subscribe button now to make sure that you see all the videos that are coming out that I shot with Dr. Kwan. If you'd like to see all the raw footage, everything right now, right this second, before it's even edited, it's about 3 hours and 45 minutes of footage, including a session that I did with Dr. Kwan that's super in-depth, a session that Mike Padilla did with Dr. Kwan, who is like a +5 almost pro golfer, and also a LPGA hopeful golfer who is one of the top amateurs in the country, came in and did the full 3D analysis and everything, and it really got deep into the swing plane and everything. So if you're really interested in the next cutting edge of golf swing analysis and also implementation about how to make people better using this information, and you don't want to wait for all the Be Better Golf videos that are going to come out and you want to see all of the footage, go to BeBetterGolf.net/premium. You'll see it there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel too. Bye.
Backswing speed as well. You could make a continuous motion, yes. It's under your control. Yep. So you can have the best combination eventually.
Best combination of control and athleticism and movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can generate enough speed, but still you should be able to control your movement.
Right.
But if it's